Hope you're having a great week. I'm Coach Patel with Windermere Homes Estates.
And I'm Oscar Castellan with Mortgage Hub.
One of the big headlines in real estate has to be, I feel, that the median home price in California, Oscar, you heard, it has exceeded $700,000.
Yeah, that's
Let
insane.
that sink in. $700,000 in California exceeded in August for the first time, broke records. In San Diego County, the median home price is $655,000. Now take those two numbers and compare them to the national average, which is around $300,000.
Right. And that blows my mind. That's actually data of the 300,000, something that I wasn't aware of. And even then, as an industry, we're still breaking records on the mortgage space. In the last 2 months, we've been breaking records, and there's definitely no signs of slowing down.
No signs of slowing down. I like to think that my clients have good taste, but it seems like every time I go show a home, a home will have been on the market for maybe a day, and there are offers already on the home even before I go to show it. In a few hours, sometimes there's offers on homes. And we're coming up on the first week of October, and usually, a lot of people like to say, everything starts to slow down October, November, December. Never been the case in San Diego, but it's not true this year. Definitely not true.
Well, I can tell you, just in the last 4 to 5 years, the last quarter for me historically has always been the busiest. And I've also seen folks use it as a strategy too, right? Where they think in the macro side of things, that if people maybe are kind of letting back on the pedal a little bit during the holiday season, a lot of consumers are still taking advantage of that, right? In hopes that, instead of competing with 20 offers, are competing with 10 to 15. But, the supply and demand is still a challenge, especially when you narrow that down here to San Diego County.
Multiple offers in December last several years, so I don't think that's going to be any different this year.
Right.
Something else interesting, and I don't know if you heard about this, is that lumber prices have gone through the roof, dramatically jumped up. Contractors are saying that lumber prices are up 50 to 100%. So if you're thinking of buying a new construction home, you're looking at, on average, about $16,000 added to that new construction home. And then if you're doing those DIY projects, which a lot of people have been during the pandemic, you're going to be paying a lot more for lumber.
And you think lumber, and when you want to buy a house, lumber is usually not the first thing you think of. What's the biggest driving force to push that number?
It's really supply and demand, but also government regulation. So Canada is our top supplier of lumber to the United States, and because of the tariffs, so that's something that needs to be worked out, on the government front.
Right. Interesting.
So, we've talked about this. The rates are really low. A lot of people have already refinanced, saving a lot more money on their mortgage every month. But you only have a couple more days because those refinancing numbers are going up. And tell us why.
Well, yeah, so obviously, I'm sure you've heard, a lot of folks are taking advantage of low interest rates, and not only on the purchase side, but of course the refinance side of things right now. About 3 to 4 weeks ago, as an industry, we got slapped in the face by the Federal Housing Finance Agency, which pretty much oversees Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, which of course then regulates lenders as far as lending on conventional products. The slap in the face was that they wanted to charge an additional 0.5% for every single refinance, and of course the industry pushed back because there was no forewarning, and that was delayed. But that delay is only good up until the first of this upcoming month.
October or November?
October. So yeah, figure we got 3 days. So we're getting a huge slew of folks. If you want to lock in, you have to apply with the lender. They have to pull credit in order for them to lock you in, to reassure you that you're not going to take on this cost. Now, do I see that slowing down? Maybe in the first 30 days or so. People are going to kind of kick and scream. But if the numbers make sense, I'm sure people will still take advantage of it. But my thing is, right now there's an opportunity to save yourself a 0.5%. And that 0.5%, that cost gets rolled into the new loan amount and or is factored into the interest rate.
So the consumer is having to pay that.
Right, absolutely. And that money is not going to the lender, right? That's going to the higher powers.
All right, so let's end on something fun, something that may make you smile. At least maybe for trivia night, you'll have some, interesting facts to talk about. So according to Realtor.com, they're the 3 top cities that are the hottest trending right now in the United States. So take a second, think about what you would think they would be. So giving you, a few seconds to think about hottest cities trending right now in the United States. So
In-
they're not in there. I'm not going to give you any hints, but the first one is not in California.
Okay, I would say Miami.
Okay, what are you going to say?
I would say.
Okay,
I would say the second would be. It's got to be. I don't know. Orange County. I'm a huge fan of Orange County, so Orange County and San Diego.
Okay, wrong on all of those.
All right.
So the first one is Colorado Springs, Colorado.
Interesting.
The second one is Modesto, California. And the third one is Manchester, New Hampshire. And
Never would've-
I didn't make these up, okay? These are the hottest trending according to Realtor.com. So, but you
Good to know.
yeah, good to know. Just some interesting, fun, little facts. Those can change, of course, from time to time. But hope you found this video useful. I know there's a lot of great information in it. And remember, if you're ever interested in buying or selling, you know who to call. It's just a quick conversation,
We'd love to
5-10
help.
minutes. Yeah, Oscar or Koshal, give us a call.